Welcome to Local Image for March. It was 10 years ago this month that we produced our very first Local Image show, and we're going to share a Local Image montage of programs past later in the show. Right now, we want to present a first-time ever event that took place recently inside the Vadnais Heights Commons, and by all accounts, this event was a total knockout success.
Well, this is the Knockout Hunger event, and it's an opportunity for people to showcase youth boxing and to support the food shelf that's sponsored by the Lions Club, Merrick, and the City of Vadnais Heights. It's really exciting for the entire community, and we're really, really proud of the Vadnais Heights Economic Development Corporation, or the VHEDC, for thinking up this idea and working with our staff to showcase our beautiful building and bring the community together to support such a great cause.
We're trying to fill it all the way out. This is a one of a kind. It's a boxing event, so it's new and fun and different, and it's very exciting. Everyone's coming in with money or with food for this portion of it. It's just fun to get people engaged and excited about what we're doing for the community. There are just so many people that need this kind of help.
Oh yeah, I love this. I love this, and the people will not see that hatred that they got in the pros, you know, I'm going to get you later and all that stuff, you know. They'll see the kids, they'll shake hands, you know, hug each other, congratulate the other one, then they'll go off and maybe have a bottle of pop or something together and just talk. I mean, they're just really close.
These kids that you're seeing, they're not just, they're trained kids. They're not just coming in off the street and brawling with each other. These kids have been in the gym preparing, you know, for the fights for months.
Like I said, I hope this is a yearly event. We can, you know, maybe even a couple times a year we can put it together, because I think the fans will have a good time, and you know, I know the kids are going to put on a great show.
It's been a cooperative work with all of the various community members, businesses, and when we envisioned this, it's exceeded our greatest expectations. So let's go knock out hunger.
Congratulations to the VHEDC and Vadnais Heights Lions Club and all who helped make the Knockout Hunger event happen. Over $350 in cash and a record amount of 915 pounds of food was collected to help our communities knock out hunger. The day after the event, 75 households were served over 4,000 pounds of food during the Lions' monthly distribution day. What a difference one day and one awesome event can make, and word has it that this may become an annual event, so look for your chance to take part in 2013. Now, did you know that March is Meals on Wheels month? Here to remind us about this successful Food for Seniors program and how to take part in it or how to volunteer to help keep the wheels spinning are Patrick Rowan, Executive Director of Metro Meals on Wheels, and Debbie Walker of the White Bear Area Senior Program. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell us what Metro Meals on Wheels is, because that's kind of the governing body, would you say?
We don't govern
Right.
necessarily the individual programs, but we work on a regional scale,
Okay.
representing the neighborhood and community programs that deliver Meals on Wheels. We've been around for about 15 years.
Okay.
One of our major focuses is fundraising, but also outreach and volunteer recruitment. We do some advocacy on behalf of our member programs, and we work with corporations in the Twin Cities to help get them involved with Meals on Wheels.
Okay, so our local Meals on Wheels program is a member of your organization. Is that
That's
how it
right.
works?
That's
How is Meals on Wheels funded, besides fundraising efforts, I assume?
Right. Well, a lot of funding does come from individuals in the community that support Meals on Wheels, so we want to be sure to thank our individual
Absolutely.
supporters. But there are a couple other funding streams available for people that need Meals on Wheels. So if you're enrolled in a medical assistance program through the state of Minnesota, and you're homebound, you may be eligible to receive Meals on Wheels for free.
Okay.
There's also the Older Americans Act, which is a federal program that helps subsidize the cost of meals for people over the age of 60. Okay. And that's available in parts of the Twin Cities as well. So we really believe that it's important that people get food,
right.
And if they're in need, we'll try and figure out a way to get it paid for too, if it's something that may be a stretch for them economically.
Right. What is kind of a common question that seniors ask that maybe aren't as aware of what this program provides?
Mainly, I think that their biggest concern is the cost, and also how often the meals are delivered, if they're delivered on weekends.
How does it work?
Basically, we deliver Monday through Friday during the lunch hour.
Okay.
And they can choose to get 1 delivery a week or 5 deliveries a week.
It's just up to them.
It is up to them and their daily schedule. Some of them go to adult day programs once or twice a week, and so we work around those. Also, if they have medical appointments, they can contact me in the morning and let me know that they're going to be gone. And we've recruited coolers and as donations, so we can bring the meal out and put it in a cooler for them. We can hang on to it and deliver it out the next day.
It sounds like.
Yes.
That's
or
awesome.
we can even we can have them pick it up, or so there's many choices for them.
How many meals are we serving?
Between 1,700 and 1,800 per month.
Wow, that's a lot of people that are getting those meals.
Yes.
And I'm sure it just goes up from there.
It does, and Debbie put me on the spot for doing math.
A lot, lot.
There's about 4,500 meals a day that go out in the Twin
goodness.
Cities area, which is over 1.2 million a year.
Have we seen this go up with our economic times in the last few years? Or is there a much greater need, have you noticed, or?
It has been. It's been steadily increasing over the years, anywhere between 5 and 10% increase each year.
Wow.
And I think that's been exacerbated by some adults moving in with seniors. So the food insecurity is just increased, whether you're a senior, an adult, or a child. So that's one of the regional partnerships that we work on with Metro Meals on Wheels. It's not just about the noon delivery meal.
Okay.
We're looking for solutions to hunger across the board, and we partner with a lot of organizations promoting that.
And another big part of this is the food is obviously very important to getting out to our seniors, but it's also the social aspect. Talk a little bit about that and your experience, what you see, what you hear in being involved in this program.
Oh, my seniors, they call me all the time and say, oh, I just love Joe so much, and he took in my mail for me today, or, also the daily contact that the drivers see. They see changes in those seniors. And it might be that maybe their mood was bad today, or so-and-so said that she was dizzy today.
Right.
So they come and report that back to me. So we make a phone call. Just call them, make sure they're okay.
Right.
We have outreach staff that I work with, and they're just fabulous. I mean, they'll run out and take a visit out to them, or just give them a call, find out how they're doing. We've saved some lives.
I bet.
And also the family members, it's such a good security for them to know that they are being checked on every day.
And eating
well. And eating, yes. Because oftentimes you'll say that you're not hungry, and you don't eat. But when something hot and steamy comes into the house, all those flavors are just rolling around there, and suddenly, well, I'll just take a little bit. And then, oh, well, I've finished half of the meal.
Right.
Because it is healthy for them. It's not just something store-bought off the shelf out of a freezer.
No, it sounded delicious when you were describing that. And that's such an important part, is the social aspect, because I imagine some of these folks really don't see anybody otherwise during the week, or very, very seldom. So it means a lot to them. But the other part of this, did you want to add something?
Well, I was just
to
going
that?
to say we've done some surveys across the system, and it's over 40% of the people that receive meals report that the only person they see in a given day is their volunteer. Which is also something we talk about, the social aspect for the person that's receiving the meal. It's also really important for the volunteer.
Absolutely.
A lot of our volunteers are retired, and
they are.
getting out in the community and visiting is really important for them. It's a way for them to remain active and remain engaged in the community. So.
You have, did you say like over 200 active volunteers, but always looking for more?
Yes.
What would you like to tell people about that?
It is a rewarding volunteer position, and it is very flexible. You can donate 1 hour a month, 1 hour a week. It is very, very flexible.
And lots of different opportunities for them to get involved with in terms of volunteering.
Yes, you can start out in the kitchen, or you can help in the office.
Lots to be done to make this program work, for sure.
Yes. But because we've only got part-time staff.
Yeah.
You know, 5 hours a day.
It's
and we are trying to get out that 100 meals, per day.
And you have some exciting events. I mean, this is Meals on Wheels month, but there's some exciting events planned as well. You want to share that?
Yes, we are doing, all of Ramsey County Meals on Wheels programs are putting together a raffle for the Meals on Wheels month. And it's called Bring on the Heat.
Nice. And
we have got lots of prizes, anywhere from Key West, plus including airfare. We have tickets to different things. We have
Where do
laptops.
I sign up?
The raffle tickets cost $10 each, and you can either purchase them at the seniors program, also the White Bear Area District Center, the school district center, and then we are also going to Festival Foods has opened up their doors to us on Saturday, March 3rd, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Very nice.
And we're going to be able to sell the raffle tickets there also.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Now, because 10 years ago this month we produced our very first episode of Local Image, we'd like to share this video montage we call a look back at Local Image.
Sweater for.
Have you ever knitted?
No, I haven't. I'd really like to learn how. So well, I hear you're the one to talk to.
I have some extra needles here.
Oh, okay. Hi, ladies. I just kind of wanted to show you what I accomplished in the last couple of weeks.
You guys are doing this because you really want to bring a message of hope to others, and it's something you've dedicated your lives to.
Absolutely. We feel real strong that we want to hope that for our children's children, they won't have to go through what we've been through.
And I get very upset when people start telling me about political correctness. You don't want to hear what I got to say? Don't listen, but don't tell me I don't have the right to say it, because I was ready to give my life for it. Fortunately, I didn't have to, but I was there in the combat zones.
Hi, I'm Hannah Voss. I'm an 8th grader at Skyview Middle School. We're here at the People's Fair 2003 at North High School. Let's go on and see what they have inside for us.
This event provides the perfect opportunity to bring local business vendors and buyers together.
For Tartan High School students, the collection of pennies for a charity contest turned into a concert in their school, performed by the popular punk rock band Good Charlotte.
As far as the book goes, is the fact that you got back and you were determined to someday go back to the island and help those people in building a school.
Well, trying to figure out what to do, and when you owe somebody for your life, you You can never repay it, but you can try.
Hi, I'm Mayor Newell Voss, and I'd like to welcome you to Exchange City.
We were actually the 8th exchange city to open up around the nation, and in our first year of operation we had about 5,500 students participate. This year we'll have close to 8,000.
It's been a very important day to us. It's for lovers, and that's what we are. As old as we are still lovers.
I always carry 2 of those in my back pocket.
And he'll do that any place.
This is a great station. It always was.
The congratulations really goes out to the citizens of Ramsey, Washington for supporting these operations for all these years.
20 years is a long time. I hope the community takes that moment to go, wow, this is impressive.
Experiencing EduCore, a term coined by the very band that came to rock the Maplewood Library.
Best part about being Blood Hag is that we get to surprise people. Well, the motto to our band is the faster you go deaf, the more time you'll have to read.
Getting better and better. Okay, now we're going to put in the tumbler, which is like a pre-polish.
Rings are only one type of item that this master craftsman creates.
And all the men on that island were heroes. All the men on that island helped raise that flag. But in the eyes of America, 6 men specifically did.
Sure.
And there just happens to be a guy who lives in Richfield, Minnesota, who basically has been passed over by history. His name's Chuck Lindbergh, and he raised that first flag. And pretty much all his life, whenever he's told that story, people have been like, you know, you're a liar. You're not in that picture.
Right.
Nobody's ever believed him. And so we thought it would be just a great opportunity to not rewrite history, but just sort of tell people what the history really is.
Right.
The first classes were probably in the old school building on the corner of 12th and Helen. St. Mark's Church is on that site now.
A building or a road just wasn't going to do it. He loved being a teacher and coach. So we're very happy that the Lions sponsored this wonderful plaque, and it will be dedicated on the 13th of August.
It is a celebration. Cake, cookies, punch, with some foreshadowing thrown in for good measure.
And some women's shelters in St. Paul.
We've donated to relief work in Mississippi after the hurricanes went through.
Your taxi.
I am doing this by myself.
Las Vegas, here we come.
Las Vegas, baby.
Go ahead, start pulling back on the yoke, and away we go. There we go.
We are up.
Boy, you are flying. You are flying.
I am flying a plane. Can you believe it? Wow.
One of the reasons that we started looking at doing this was because both of our husbands said that there's several soldiers that don't get mail. They don't get packages from home. They don't have families like us that are constantly sending them packages every week.
The Peace Corps in the 60s started in 1961, so it was a young organization, but it looked like just a unique opportunity for us to see a part of the world, so the adventure of it, the travel of it had some intrigue, but also to do some good.
The ribs can be removed if you twist the rib and pull on it in the right direction.
Okay.
They became a township the same day Minnesota achieved statehood.
Wow.
So they have a long and storied history, and it's really never been told. Most people have focused on the city of White Bear Lake's history, which is a part of the township's history.
Doing a benefit for the Red Cross for the people who were involved in the 35W bridge collapse.
In that all the donations that we received this week, or at our show this evening, will be donated to the Red Cross in honor of those victims and families of the bridge collapse.
It's all stainless steel grinders, and we put as much as we could into it for the kids for a challenge for them. They used to grind our picnic tables, and now they got their own concrete picnic table to grind on.
50 artists working here over the next couple of days, and we do pottery and painting and oils and landscapes and dances and poetry.
Let's take the last train out of here, and we can talk into the night.
He wasn't quite the rock star that he is now, but he was definitely on his way, and he was a really nice guy. And what was cool is he really loved the song,
right?
And he asked the folks at my label. He said, "Can I sing a harmony on that?" They asked me. They said, "Can John Mayer sing a duet with you?" And I said, "Yeah, okay, okay, I suppose."
Some different way of saying, "Hey, I'm being arrested for MDA." Perfect. Get me out of
here! Into your home, into your neighborhood.
And I think it's great to see the community coming out. It really makes you feel this is what it's all for, it's the freedoms that we have here.
Our thoughts and prayers are with you.
If you find faults with our country, make it a better one, because nothing brings greater happiness in life than to serve a cause greater than yourself.
This is the pool feed production truck, and by pool feed I mean this is the truck that has the cameras that feeds all the other networks around the world, and so it's got 15 cameras, and pretty much everywhere on the convention floor is covered.
Well, it took some elbow grease, but I finally broke through, and oh man, I just couldn't wait to start this epic sport.
She is from North St. Paul originally, so let's give her a little slack. All right, she's digging in. You want to focus on the ball so you hit the ball. Oh my goodness, that's a bomb. Touch them all.
There you go. Keeping that pressure on that heel side. Wait for it a little. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh, almost. Probably have enough speed to try it again. Oh.
Prestigious events like the Barely Open attract people from all over, including the newly crowned royal family from the St. Paul Winter Carnival.
And all the motions that I couldn't do with this hand, I could do with this hand. So why not see if we could make the switch?
If you want to understand what I'm about to do, when you go home tonight, take out a pen and try to sign your name with the other hand, all right?
The goal going into this was obviously the promotion and the publicity, and we have by far surpassed other communities, leading into the weekend. So we've already hit that goal from a success standpoint.
Kids would ask me what it represented, and I would explain to them that it was in honor of my uncle. And I found out that over half the kids in my own school also had a loved one deployed in Iraq or Afghanistan or somewhere overseas.
Peep through the window, and that is why I have the cover of my book of me peeping through the window. And that was also the reason why I named the book Imprisoned, The Travails of a Trafficked Victim.
Safe for everybody. That way if a piece of something falls off of a Honda or Kawasaki.
Saw you last night, didn't get to hug you.
How are you, brother?
Good. Glad you're here, man. Today is the 6th annual Tribute to the Troops motorcycle ride.
What was your fondest memory? What is really going to stick with you from that experience?
Well, my race is number one, but
that led me to looking at technologies that I can incorporate in the classroom which will allow students to be independent learners.
When I got this started, it was like, well, let's try this. It's a real trip, a real treat to be able to know that I've made something that has sold to over 200,000 people since '99.
And they deal specifically with veterans that are in crisis situations, maybe suffering from depression, or have the side effects to things like post-traumatic stress disorder. And so the idea is that we're going to use music for one night, and we're going to help raise money and also awareness.
And when these kids go to the state tournament, you never know who's going to win, and they come from all different parts of the state. This is the highlight of their career, and in many, many cases will be the highlight of their life.
Hospital, and they said, yeah, there's a little girl, and we've looked all over the country for our RH negative, and we can't get it in here for 3 days. And I said, well, there's a guy sitting right here.
Wow.
So we put him in the news cruiser, and we drove him down to the hospital, and they did the transfusion right there, and the little girl survived. And suddenly I realized, there really aren't any dumb questions.
We're here for one reason today, to tell you that while we can't put ourselves in your shoes and know exactly how you feel, but we completely and absolutely want you to know that there is a contingent of people in this world that respect your son, is proud of his sacrifice to our nation. We consider him a hero beyond all heroes, and we want you to know he is not forgotten and that we love you very, very much.
This brings learning alive. It's tied with the standards.
I'm greeting people, and I'm going around and I'm seating them.
What makes this place so special?
Well, everyone can decide for themselves, but it's, we tried to create more than a ballpark.
Mm-hmm. Tell us about how the snowman fits into this book. It's so cool.
Well, again, I have a special love for the snowman. I don't know, it's kind of strange, but
it's a tremendous organization. So it was such a thrill for me to write it, and the title is so appropriate. I mean, we love our twins because it's certainly appropriate for me because I love the twins and have for years, but all of the many fans, which of course I interviewed a lot of fans in the book. And
A small field that demands students learn a lot, both by the book and intensive hands-on experience, is what draws students like Mike Schulenberg to the program.
So we want the patient to wear it, and this person would wear it.
Learn how to model and then how to fabricate from that. Because there are 30 students and 6 pieces of equipment, project management is right up there. That was week 1 what they had to learn.
Did you actually look up the measurements to do, or did you just guess?
They know what they've been through and they connect instantly.
It's a great program because it improves the mindset of a veteran. You're going through so many different things, loss of life, loss of limb, loss of your job, and everything else. So common interests bound us together. Everyone's injured, everyone's hurt, so we all get together, have a good time.
Well, all I can say is the sets, the graphics, and the look of the show, and even some of the people working on it with me may have changed over the years, but the enjoyment we get out of bringing local stories to you every month hasn't diminished. We feel more connected to our communities than ever, and that's thanks to viewers like you who watch our programs. So thank you for your comments and for sharing your personal stories with us throughout the years. And most importantly, we do thank you for watching Local Image.